The police showing up at my house saying, "Are you stalking Shannon Rose?" because her fans are enraged at this point. But treading lightly is calling me dangerous stalker, saying I'm outside your house, making your fans worry that you're in danger when you clearly did this for views. The animal fetish stuff, and I also did racial humiliation, which always pisses people off about me, and that's in those videos also. So then people will side with you and hate me. It sucks, but it's with their job title and stuff. Same thing happened with Tana, Trisha, Shane, James Charles. All the bigger YouTubers have had huge scandals, and they end up with even more success afterwards. It's scandals that make you richer and more famous in the YouTube world. And then once it started backfiring, I had to play along to protect Shannon's name, even though she was ruining my name and dragging me in the process, and I couldn't defend myself because it was fake. And
I think that for some reason your channel that you built doesn't get views anymore for some reason.
Hey guys, and welcome to Mango Tea. It is now the morning since I just released my last video, which was coming clean about all of the Shannon Rose drama. And even though I posted that in the middle of the night in Los Angeles time, a lot has happened since then. So I just wanted to very quickly address that, as well as give you guys a little bit of a preface before I go into all of the text messages, because there are some things that I very quickly want to clarify with you guys. There's going to be about 40 minutes of text messages and voice memos and different things that are going to be in this video. So if you came for the tea, you're going to get all of that in just about 3 or 4 minutes, but it's important again to hear what I have to say. So I woke up this morning and I had my phone next to me. When I wake up, I check my texts and all that sort of stuff, and I've been trying to keep like off of the comments and stuff just for my own sanity, I guess you can say. But I went and was expecting to see a text from Shannon or something to discuss this situation with her, and I go and I see no text from Shannon, which I thought was very strange. After I just made this video, I thought maybe she would want to talk, because she said how worried she was about my mental health, as you guys are going to hear later on in this video, and different things that happened. And in that video as well that I did yesterday, I did still say that how much I love and support her, but I'm not going to be lying and continuing to sell you guys a story that's not true, that went completely too far. And I went on my social medias and noticed I was blocked on Twitter and I was blocked on Instagram. Here you guys can see the screenshot from Shannon blocking me on both Twitter and Instagram after I released my video last night. Now, again, this to me feels like I was just a pawn in this game for Shannon. Now, I do want to say very quickly, too, that it takes two to tango. Steven Mango, I get that. And I want to say that, and like I did in the hour-long video, it was very long, but please watch all the way just so you guys can really hear the full entire story if you are invested in this drama. But I do know that I played a role in this. I 100% know I was 50% part of accepting this, saying yes, and going along with this story. But on the other flip side, you guys are going to see kind of how Shannon manipulated this in a lot of different ways, how I was kind of like a chess piece in her game, so she can be more like Trisha Paytas or Tana Mojo or one of those type of more controversial YouTubers. And you're going to see how Shannon pulled back. I was the bad guy. She loved it. And then later on, when she started getting hate, you guys can kind of see how like the tables kind of turned in that respect. We talk about the drama channels, we show you DMs, all of that. So I just think it's very important for you guys to know that I'm not trying to blame Shannon in this. We both played a part. If you guys, for example, had Shane Dawson say like, hey, like I have this idea, trust me, with millions of subscribers, I know he wouldn't do this. Shannon Rose is a different person. But you guys have to understand, like, if you really admired, say, Shane Dawson, in my case, Shannon, you would say, hey, like, I trust that you have some sort of plan. And a big YouTuber saying, this is what all YouTubers do. They all come up with fake scandals and things for views and attention, and this is how you grow your channel. I really put my trust in Shannon, that she had my best interests at heart to help me grow our channel, that this was a good idea for a collaboration. So that was that. Again, I fully want to say up front that I know that I accepted. I joined in on this, and we took it to an extreme level. I know people want to maybe, hate on me, call me a liar and all this different stuff. I know you guys don't have to, it takes time to build back trust. But on the other hand, I want you guys to see how hard it was for me to go almost against my favorite YouTuber and prove to you guys what the real truth is to this story, because she's not being accountable for it. Again, with these text messages and stuff like that, the reason I'm showing you is not because I want to be like, expose Shannon and that sort of thing. That's not why I'm doing this. But when my name, my reputation, my activism work is being affected by people who are calling me a liar and stuff like that. So it's like I have to come clean and be honest. This got taken way too far. And I want to show you guys what really happened in the text messages so you guys can actually see what went down between Channon and I. And I know people are like, well, you said for so long that, you know, to believe you and that the situation was real. And I 100% get it, guys. I got in way too deep, and I have Channon over here in my ear telling me that it's going to ruin her career and her name. And here I am, one of her biggest fans, and now, you know, I ruined the friendship now because I exposed all of this. She blocked me on all social media, but you know, I have her telling me you can never speak about this. And again, for someone who is in a cult, you know, I feel like Channon was manipulating me to not speak out, tell my truth, which is what I do. And once I kind of realized like the situation's going against all my morals and what I believe in and everything, I had to step back and say, okay, I need to do what's right. Just like in Scientology, you might have done some really horrible things in order to defend Scientology, but once you kind of step back and realize, oh, I was lied to, then you come forward and tell the truth. Yeah, the person might have lied in Scientology for 45 years, but it's because they were under, you know, mind control, brainwashing, manipulation. I think maybe even Channon knew because of my time in Scientology. I'm much more impressionable. I'm still healing. It's a daily process, and maybe she picked me specifically kind of as like a pawn to engage in this type of fake drama situation because she knew she could maybe manipulate me a little bit easier than maybe some other drama channels. I'm not exactly sure, but I do want to say that yes, I thought this might have been a way to help me grow on my channel, have a Jake Paul and Tana Mojo friendship with Channon, because we saw that, you know, other YouTubers are doing different things to grow on the platform, and I thought that that was maybe the way to go about it. I realized completely the wrong way to go about such a situation. So again, guys, you've already heard me ramble and apologize. Here are all the screenshots, all the text messages, everything that actually went down between Channon and I. And with the text messages and stuff, I'm not going to be showing ones that show her address or personal information or house unit numbers. Or again, of course, I'm not going to do that, but just so you guys know, if there's a little break or stuff like that, just understand it's for privacy purposes for Channon. And again, this is something that went completely out of hand, and this is the only way that I feel I can make it up to you guys, is show you the actual truth of what went down, because Channon again is not being accountable. All she did was retweet an apology that wasn't really like an apology. It's like, I'm sorry to the drama channels and other, I heard about the situation, but she never said she lied or made the situation up. The best she can do was block me. For someone who says that they care about my mental health, they care about my panic attacks, I'm saying like I don't have a will to live at the point. And yes, she did call me once or twice about that. She said that she'd get together with me and completely blew me off and ghosted me. Yet she's able to like different posts from other drama channels in the last day or two, or do other things instead of getting in touch with me, who was 50% co-conspirator in this situation. Like, wouldn't you think that she at least owes me something from this situation, a text, a call, something to address all of this drama with me? So again, I can only be accountable for my part and my actions. If Channon never wants to, then I think that says a lot more about her character than anything. Thank you guys for listening to this little introduction, and let's get right on into the text. So I'm sorry if you guys are going to be seeing the back of my head. I want to be able to read and show you the text messages. So let me just zoom in here so I can have a good view of the phone for you guys. So again, here we are on the front of my phone. So you guys can see that these are real texts. The last time, the situation, I texted myself on Jeff's phone to make up these fake texts. Again, that was what Channon revealed, and that was actually the truth. I did text myself on Jeff's phone in order to make the fake receipts, but they were sometimes based on real receipts. So we're going to click right here and pull up the text with Channon. About her home, I said, yay, I can't wait to see it. You need to show me pics and everything when I see it. When do you think you'll move in? And then she just goes, yes, for sure. Then the next one is the picture of me with my Vidcon badge. So I wrote to Channon and I said, Channon, are you excited for Vidcon tomorrow? I have my pass. And then she said, yay, I am. Friday, July 12th at 11:51. So I just want to show you guys so you guys can see the timestamp, and you can also move the text to see the actual time when we actually sent them. So let's get reading to these. Me too. It'll be fun going together. My hotel's like a half-mile away from the convention center if you want to drive together in the morning. So then again, these were real texts that I used in the fake text. She goes, I have hair and makeup at 8 a.m. Then once that's done, I will head over that way. I'll text you when I'm on my way. I said, okay, sounds good. We can figure it all out in the morning. So again, we were kind of like getting ready to meet at VidCon, which we did. And I'm so mad because I had the footage of Shannon and I on my camera being like, we're at VidCon 2019. And she has the footage of like the vlogs and stuff. I wish I had it just to show you guys, but I deleted the footage, but accidentally. So here we are on Saturday, July 13th at 10:37 a.m. She goes, good morning, heading out that way now. Going to the Hyatt to pick up my pass. I'll text you once I pick it up. My meet and greet is at noon, hoping I make it. If not, at least I'll see you. So I woke up kind of late, and I said, morning, I woke up super late, so I'm going to start getting ready to check out shortly. If the hotel is or traffic, you should make it on time. I'll make it there around noon. I'm excited to see you. It's been, what, since last VidCon? So she goes, take your time, no rush. Doubt anyone will even show up to my pop-up meet and greet because it was so last minute. I didn't promote it much because I'm not being paid, so I should be able to hang. So again, we were arranging, just so you guys can see that we actually did meet up at VidCon. I said later on, she goes, okay, my line is empty, so come by Hall D PixArt Creator Bonus Area. So I said, okay, I think I see it. So then this is when we start talking about planning all the scripted stuff. So you guys can see the timestamp here on this big blue bubble. So that says July 13th at 3:06 p.m. So again, we hung out to plan this whole entire elaborate scheme probably 20-30 minutes before that. I said, post an Insta story in 20 minutes saying you left VidCon and had so much fun. So I can be like, well, apparently she left and I saw in her story and that's how I found out our collab was canceled. LOL. She goes, LOL, okay. She goes, done. I said, I'll post my next story in 15 to 20 minutes. When I will say I watched and found out, then I'll let you know that goes up so you can post your rebuttal. Isn't this what makes YouTube fun? She goes, haha, yes, I love it. And then I said here, this was at, just what time? 3:49. I said, are you cool if I'm like, F you, Shannon? Haha, I want to be mad when I film it so people are like, what is going on? And then she said, yes, go for it. And I said, okay, post it. She says, saw it, loved it. This is fun. So I said, I was running up and down stairs to sound out of breath like I impulsively recorded it. She goes, putting your acting skills to good use. And little crying faces, because I said the security people must be like, who is this kid? She goes, how sad. I swear this is how Tana, Trisha, Jake Paul, etc. get their views. And I basically said, it'll have a happy ending, or poor subscribers. And she was like, they're all laughing behind the scenes at their comments when they start their scandals, meaning like Trisha and Tana or whatever. So she's basically saying like, oh yeah, it's not, you know, it's kind of like lighthearted. And then she goes, I like how it starts as me flaming on you, and then because you're mad at me, you dig up tea and make it a juicy scandal. So here we are just continuing this whole plan. She goes, I'm so living for this right now. Our acting is, and a little like peace sign thing. She goes, I think I'm going to mention in my vlog today, kind of recap what I said on my stories. I said, I've been getting so many messages from your subscribers defending you. It's so funny. I love it. She goes, OMG, really? I love my subs. Rose, Family, Army is loyal AF. Yes. They will love you too as soon as we do our makeup video. I'm about to check my messages. How was Tana's Q&A? Anything interesting or informative? Again, because I was talking about going to Tana's thing at VidCon, whatever. And again, they will love you too as soon as we do our makeup video, because again, I'm looking like the bad guy because I'm saying she ghosted me and calling her a bitch, F you, Shannon, and all of that. So she's saying they're going to love you too, again, trying to ensure to me that this is all going to go as planned. I said, I feel so bad for calling you a bitch, but I'm trying to look like the bad guy to balance out you apparently ghosting me. Because at this point in time, you know, I didn't want her just to be like the Trisha Paytas bad guy getting unsubscribed. I'm like, wow, maybe in the beginning people are going to get mad at Shannon, so I need to, again, be a little bit hard on her so then they just don't unsubscribe and cancel her. So that's why in the beginning I had to look like the bad guy a little bit. And she goes, OMG, don't feel bad, we have to make it believable. So again, I'm trying to give her some ideas on what to do. So I said, me too. Feel free to go in on me on social media. I can give you ideas if you need some to comfort me. She goes, I might need some. I'm too nice. So this is where it started taking a bit of a turn where Shannon, you know, was being like, I'm too nice. Well, you said you want to be like Tana Mojo and be like racy and crazy, but now you're saying you're too nice to comfort me. But we're trying to do a scandal where we're in a fight and you call me names, and so I'm not just the evil guy in this, that we both started a scandal where we both can look like crazy, you know? She said she thinks talking about the PETA campaign's a good idea. Also, along that same line, like I was saying, I said, if we both equally come for each other, then it's easier for my fans to forgive you and yours to forgive me, since it won't be just me coming for you and vice versa, you know? We will both be in the wrong. She goes, yes, I love it, totally. About to get mean on Twitter, LOL. I said, yes, bitch, you flake. You promised me, as a joke. So again, this was our little conversation about it, where we were trying to discuss how Channon also has to look like the bad guy, so I'm not just the crazy weirdo. And she said she was going to go in on me on Twitter, and it never really happened. And then I was trying to tell her too, I said, maybe like almost admit that I paid for your hair and makeup as part of this being a good like plot twist turn of events. So I said, why don't you respond to the hair and makeup one and be like, yep, my hair looked bomb, thank you for that, sorry about the collab not working out. And she goes, OMG, dead ass. I don't know if people would believe that, right, though. And I said, it might be a little much. And she goes, I peed a little after reading that. And she goes, effing hilarious, people are totally going to be talking about this. And then she goes, I would never call someone an a-hole, so people are shocked. LOL, they know I'm mad. And then sent the, you're doing amazing, sweetie, Kris Jenner meme thing. So then again, she said about Nick Snyder, when she said, I'm always up for collabs, he's a smaller channel, 2K subs, I feel like he should be grateful, I even entertain the idea of collaborating with him. And then she goes, watch out Kardashians, and she sent me again the thing of Nick Snyder. So as you guys can see here too, this was always the real contact that says just Channon. The Channon rose one with the little rose was the fake contact. And then I said that, you know, I have issues with Nick Snyder. She said, I didn't know you two had beef. She says, you are the coolest ever, so I hate my subs being so sad to you. But once we milk these vids, we can get them to love you. So at this point, I'm still thinking like, okay, she's saying we can get them to love you. You were the coolest ever. I don't want my subscribers to be mad at you. But then somehow it turns out that I'm like this crazy stalker evil guy somehow that she painted me out to be. So here she sends me the actual DMs between her and Nick Snyder. If you guys want to read, you guys can just pause to see what like she said and kind of what he said. This is, I think, the first one. If there's anything you want to get out there about this interaction with Steven, I'll be more than happy to include it in my video tomorrow. So that's what Nick said. And Channon and I were saying, like, well, we have to contact the drama channels and stuff. So you guys might have seen, like, Petty Page or Martin Lewis, or Martin Lewis got involved too. Because I did DM, like, Petty Page and Martin Lewis to do the story, because that's what we were collaborating, me and Channon, to do to get the drama channels to talk about us. I just want to say quickly, you know, those were real that I did DM Paige. The reason I was upset and why I tweeted about Jackie Aina and stuff like that was not because she didn't make the video, but because she was releasing private DMs and getting involved in the drama. Because, you know, what I was saying was true, guys. Like, these drama channels, like, she's friends with Justin Daly now. She had a dream about Nick Snyder. She's friends with them and on their good side. So if she can come for me and release the DMs to be in the good graces of these other drama channels, that's why I think Paige did what Paige did. And same thing with maybe Martin Lewis and some of these other channels. So yes, I apologize to Paige for, you know, saying the DMs were fake between Paige and I. I didn't know which one she put in her video. I'm sure there were like real ones. I don't know. Anyways, that's not the main point of the video, but I did want to throw that in there. I do apologize to Paige and Martin Lewis, because he knew right from the beginning that it was fake. But it's like, okay, then let me deal with this with Channon, because maybe at that point I still thought maybe Channon and I were going to come clean about it or open up ourselves about this being fake. And then when the other drama channels are getting involved, it's like let me do it. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't even ask me if I was going to come clean or anything. So it became a situation that it shouldn't have been. So again, this is what she said to Nick Snyder. She goes, our plan is totally working. Money, money, money. I said, the fruit kid, I love you, just because she was joking, called me the fruit kid. I said, should I make that my Twitter name? And she goes, you should make merch now and change your Twitter name. I'm sorry, guys, from the glare of the ring light. I'm just trying to get this to focus for you guys so you guys can see. Then again, she says, let's stay quiet on socials for now, so that way people need to watch our video. So even though I'm now being painted as a bad guy, stay quiet on socials, wait to post a video. So I can't even defend myself. I can't even tell you guys, like, even if I wanted to, about certain things being fake. But then she can go come for me and then say, be quiet on social media. And then I still look like the bad guy, so then she looks like the hero in this. Like, wow, like Channon, like, this crazy guy. And then I'm not supposed to defend it. You know what I mean? So again, this is just showing you guys how it got a little bit carried away from what it was supposed to be. So then again, like, so you guys can see that these are really from Channon. She would send me these little like pictures and stuff of her, like, say, getting her hair done, which would be like a live photo of her hairdresser, like, say, doing her hairs. And again, there's a lot of text, so I'm just going to kind of tell you guys the most important kind of ones to fill you in on this story. So this is when she filmed the video where she said that she was suing me or I was suing her, like whatever the drama was. And she sent me this photo, which is a live photo like of her hair color. So again, that's the shirt she wore in the video. So just showing you guys that we were all in on this sort of situation. She goes, OMG, your video has my subs so mad at me right now. I haven't had time to watch it yet because I'm still with family, but as soon as I have an hour to myself, I'll watch it, but might have to wait to respond and post tomorrow. She goes, you must have done a good job. I'm dying to watch your video. She goes, I think the reason it's not bad to get hate is because we know it's not real and a job to us, so it makes it way more fun without backlash. Does that make sense? This is going to be so juicy. Can't wait to call you a manipulative liar. So those were, again, Shannon's text about this situation. So then it gets to the point here in the text where her address did get leaked, and I was out to dinner with Jeff this night. I'm like, ooh, like kind of crazy. Like I need to try to act quick and delete all this that was going on social media, and it got like really crazy. And this is when I started realizing it was getting to go too far. She told me if I see any of her address, delete, of course. You know, like I wasn't gonna like let her address be posted. I deleted that in my thing. That's why I started shutting down the comments. Not just because of the hate, not people saying it was fake, because there really was a situation where she was getting doxxed. I know this is the most unflattering angle, guys, of me, but I need it so you guys can be zoomed in close enough to see my phone. She goes, I'm telling you, everyone is watching this. It's awesome. So again, even though it's at my expense right now, she's trying to make me feel like this is awesome, wonderful, like we're getting attention, views. This is just what Tana Mojo would do. She goes, it's going to have a happy ending and people love happy endings. And then this is the next little thread of Shannon kind of giving advice on what to do in this whole situation. She says, I think your next video should distract away from the collab and receipts and go straight to calling me out for PETA and the animal abuse fetish clips of why I got dropped from the campaign. I never actually abused any animals, but I talked about it as a fetish, and that's why I got dropped. But I claim to be vegan, blah, blah. That will get people to side with you again, and that can be your exposed video. You could even touch on my Planet Beauty meetup, which you think was for my makeup and why I'm not promoting that anymore, etc. in the video, for it to be long and get extra ad money. And then I say we do an in-person collab where we make up and discuss both sides, and there can be a part 1 and part 2 on your channel, one on mine, and get both audience to like us again and give them a happy ending. Let me know your thoughts on that. Sorry for the novel. So that was, again, the idea, like, of me doing the PETA collab and showing the receipts and everything about PETA. And I'm just kind of scrolling through here. She says, I will send you a screenshot of the email and make a video or two about the animal fetish stuff. And I also did racial humiliation, which always pisses people off about me, and that's in those videos also. So then people will side with you and hate me. Again, just trying to make me feel that maybe the audience is going to start swaying more in my direction, because right now I'm getting so much hate. So I think she's trying to be like, hey, like if you try to call me out for like the animal fetish clips or the racial humiliation and stuff like that, then maybe that's the way for the audience to hate her, and then I'm a little bit more of the innocent party. But with all these drama channels hating me, it turned out that that wasn't going to be the case, that everyone wanted to come for me, even if, you know, you could say Shannon drowned babies and they were like, cool, like cancel Mango over, because the drama channel saw this as an opportunity, regardless if they felt for Shannon or me or whatever. Oh, this is a situation that Mango's involved in drama-wise, so we can try to end Mango about it. So here again is the emails from PETA that Shannon did send me, just so you guys can see. There were the emails from PETA. And this is where she said, I also think you saying you got your hands on the emails will scare people into not messing with you in the future, because they'll be scared that you or someone you know will hack them. I said, people are going to report me to the FBI and tag them on Twitter, LOL. Which wasn't really LOL, but it was just, again, trying to show her that, you know, I don't think it's going to make people not want to mess with me. They're going to want to, like, contact the police and say that this guy's hacking this woman's emails. So, you know, again, just trying to play light of the situation with me, even though she's accusing me of hacking, stalking, like very serious things, trying to be like, oh no, like it's a good thing, people won't want to mess with you because you'll stalk them. And it's like, Shannon, like it's not like we're having like a fun feud at this point. We're having like serious allegations being thrown my way. She goes totally down to do that in terms of like us doing like our collaboration and stuff. She goes, Nick Snyder already asked for a statement, so I know he's making a video. I think we give them today, and if they don't make one, I can reach out, but let's try to get them to do it on their own first, in terms of like reaching out to drama channels and that type of thing. She said she saw my crying video on Twitter. She hasn't been on most of the day. She's dead. Watch out, Kardashians. Again, the Kardashians are brought up in this so much because I think, you know, Channon wants this to be like a Kardashians drama situation. And then she says she's getting hate too, and talking about the PETA collab, which ended up backfiring in my face, not Shannon's face, like she was hoping that it would happen that way. She goes, "Are you okay with all the drama on Monday, July 15th at 9:19 p.m.? She says, "Once we put out our in-person collab, things will calm down, but the views are good at this point." I told her I've been having to take a break from the internet. I had to go to Starbucks to get some tea to calm down, and I'm redoing my video at the time. She said she had to deal with a lot of hate in the past too. It sucks, but it's with her job title and stuff. Same thing happened with Tana, Trisha, Shane, James Charles. All the bigger YouTubers have had huge scandals, and they end up with even more success afterwards. It's scandals that make you richer and more famous in the YouTube world. Which I think is sometimes true, and sometimes, of course, as we know, it gets you into trouble. And then she was kind of like, "You didn't Photoshop out that I sent you the emails," meaning the ones in the PETA video. She said she's getting so many messages that we script this. Everything thinks I sent those emails to you. And she sent a DM from Nick Snyder as well. So you guys can see she said that, and you could see Nick's message is like in here. And again, guys, the reason I'm showing you this is just so that you guys really see the full picture of what happened during this situation. It's not like I'm trying to like expose Shannon and all the receipts, but you guys have to see like how the situation played out with the other drama channels and how they were invested in trying to cancel me and ruin me for this. Why my anxiety was through the roof, thinking like I'm being ended, and how they all wanted to take me down. Shannon, again, was playing along with trying to do it. I was trying to think like, oh, this scandal could maybe help me. And then once it started backfiring, I had to play along to protect Shannon's name, even though she was ruining my name and dragging me in the process, and I couldn't defend myself because it was fake, and then I'm getting canceled. You guys see how stressful this is over a fake situation that wasn't supposed to be this dramatic? I said, "Honestly, I have a lot of people unsubscribing right now and I look crazy." And she goes, "I'm going to respond to Nick saying it's not. People will sub back, don't worry. We just need to be smart about the next few videos. We got this, and any publicity is good publicity." And then they said, "People think I'm some mentally unstable stalker, but if you clap back with some tea on me, then I think we'll level out, like I've been saying all along." She goes, "Yeah, but don't worry, everyone already knows I'm mentally unstable, so right away we're already leveled out. I just want to keep everything believable as possible, again, at my expense. If I start clapping back too hard, they will know it's fake because I'm not one to do that. But you want to be Tana Mongeau and start a dramatic situation. So yeah, it might not be in your character, but if you're trying to be more scandalous, it would be in your character to do that. I need to tread lightly. That way I level our playing field out. But treading lightly is calling me dangerous stalker, saying I'm outside your house, making your fans worry that you're in danger when you clearly did this for views." That's what I'm trying to show you guys. And how you are a Scientologist, and how I think the things they've taught you have stuck with you and fucked you up mentally. That way people actually feel bad for you. But it's really a situation like you were using my abusive past to, again, try to gain sympathy for me and blame something that was traumatic to me in order to help the situation. So again, I'm just going to show you guys the text so you guys believe that it's there. So I was trying to brainstorm with her, and I'm sending her several messages. I said, "You want to chat quickly on the phone and strategize, or even if you want to do the collab today sometime, they could go up tomorrow so we don't drag it on too long," because this is when people were taking it too far. And again, she sends me like her at like some sort of store, and it's again one of those live photos, and she says, "I'm in a window curtain meeting, LOL, can I call you after?" Now I know she's busy, I know she's setting up her home, I know that there's all of that going on, but when I'm being ruined and we were collaborating on doing this together, now I'm being ruined. So I feel like it's only her responsibility to maybe help the situation. If I need to help her tweet something to help me or us in this drama, or to call me on the phone so I know what to do, because this is A, my job, B, your job, C, yes, you're busy in other things, but if you're going to make allegations against me too, you should be ready to handle that if things get taken out of place. And then we're deciding to do the collaboration. And I said, "What if I get the $400 cash in the beginning of us making up? You hand me the money, and like I wanted to give you this since we didn't end up collabing, it's only fair to pay you back." So everyone gets confused, like, wait, did he actually pay the glam? I'm meeting, bring the money, and I have an idea. Almost out of this meeting, then going back to my mom to get ready to film my PETA video, and that's the one where she had me call up and say about the stalking stuff. So there's those messages right there. I said, "I've lost almost 500 subscribers. I guess if James Charles bounced back, so will I." She goes, "Yes, I lose subs every day. Don't trip, chocolate chip. I got you. I'll make sure you get them back and then some." And I said, trip chocolate chip, we love a poet, as a joke. But at that point, I'm like losing my mind, like suicidally thinking like I don't deserve to live. I ruined my life. I ruined my career. I'm doing something that is morally against what I normally believe in. I'm lying. I'm doing something shady for views, like just to get ahead. Like this isn't what I wanted to do. It's not worth the couple $100 I made. So there again are those text messages, again, dated and timed. So then I send her a map from me driving to her house. She says, keep my phone close by, because this is when she was gonna have me call her for the, oh, hey, like, did you hear from my lawyer, pretending like I was calling her 100 times. So then again, she's alleging in her video I was calling her 5 million times. So again, I look crazy and like unhinged. Then on Tuesday, July 16th, 8:14 p.m., I saw a message saying we were trolling, but people think Channon and Jake Paul are trolling, being engaged, getting married, and people are all over watching their trolling. So don't let it throw you off. Just keep making them think it's real. They will never know. She says, we don't want them to think we were trolling because we lose credibility, so let them wonder. Then she said, OMG, take the post down. Like I told you guys, of you saying the pic was from West Hollywood. I was saying that I took that of you outside, so tomorrow when they see us in our collab, they know it's what it's from. LOL, we want them to wonder. LOL. Which is fine on Shannon's side if she wants them to wonder that, because she, again, is the good guy. For the next 24 hours, will have police showing up in my house saying, are you stalking Shannon Rose? Because her fans are enraged at this point. So that's that message right here in the middle. And she goes, all the trolls are out now, so just don't read comments. Keep yourself busy with making more videos on other stuff like Scientology or beauty and let them talk. The more blank they talk, the more they are making you famous, just like Paris Hilton says. And this is, again, when we are getting completely canceled left and right. She said she has to do damage control in the photo I reposted of me in the car. And she says, don't post anything else on social media. Just wait for our videos to go live. And then she says about how her reputation's at stake. She even got a call from her manager. She needs to clear things up quick. We never want people to think we stage this, and anything we say they won't believe, and that affects future brand deals, etc. And then I was just saying to her, just because it was kind of like, okay, I get it, but on the other hand, she wants to be like Tana. So I said, Tana and Jake Paul get brand deals at up the wazoo, so you're good for sure. Haha, up the wazoo. And she goes, true, but I'm a family channel, so those are the brands that wouldn't use me because of scandals like these. So then why did you agree to do a drama scandal with the drama channel if you were a family channel? If you knew, like, this is why I feel like she might have knew, like, she was painting me in a bad light, because she knew if she looked bad, then she won't get brand deals because she's a family channel. So it's almost like she knew all along she wanted to paint me in a certain light because she couldn't be scandalous because of the brand deals. So that's why I think that there might have been something else that I didn't know about. Like, I was almost played to some degree because I would go along with it being a smaller channel. She goes, looks like all the drama channels are talking about us though, so that's good, but we'll have to roll with the negative publicity. Just remember, deny, deny, deny. Then I told her, like, this got taken like way too far, like my husband's phone number and stuff was released. And she goes, I think it's because the drama channels are really upset that you collaborated with me. I know it sucks and I'm really sorry, but it should blow over soon. Maybe he should try getting a new number. Or drama channels are really just jealous of you right now. I think they're coming for me hard too. Don't worry, this happens to the best of us. Can you imagine what the Kardashians go through? Sorry, I'm driving talk to text. I heard Nick made a video about us. I looked at Twitter. It's all people from their drama channels hating. They all assume that it's fake, but none of them actually know. LOL. And then Shannon goes, you know, I heard somewhere someone say that if something is not going to affect you 5 years from now, don't let it bother you for more than 5 minutes. They also want a reaction out of us, so don't give it to them. Just continue living your best life. Again, though, Shannon, this could affect me for the next 5 years if my income drops, if I have to start another channel, if I had to get another job, if people think I'm crazy, if I was ever in some lawsuit or some other sort of thing happened and people go online and read and say that I'm a liar, scandalous, scam artist, person stalking a woman, then that's going to make me look bad for the next 5 years, 10 years, whatever, unless we clarify that this was all fake. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing, to protect my name and image and to show you guys that this completely got out of line. If you're following along, thank you so much, guys, for watching this far. So then this is when we started trolling, and this is when stuff was going down on Twitter, and she said she sent Nick Snyder this DM to try to, you know, kill them with kindness, she said. So again, you guys can pause if you want to read that DM screenshot that she sent me from Nick Snyder. She said she's going to ignore the drama for now. If it gets bad and I see it affecting my income at all or business, I will consider suing. I would have to show that her video thumbnail being tea spill was false and prove they lost money because of it, and that's easy to show. Then she was telling me about how she was going to a baby shower. This is around when she started realizing I was having panic attacks. I couldn't make videos. I was gravely depressed and didn't know like how I was going to move on or what to do with myself, and I ruined my name for fake drama, and I can't even explain it because I'm trying to protect Channon, so I can't even defend myself and maybe have some form of redemption because I have to go along and pretend this whole time I was crazy and have this fake collaboration that actually was real going on. So she said this week's really crazy to hang out. She says, I saw your post on IG story. You're okay, right? If you need to talk or text me, I'm here. Then she was telling me and showing me T-Spill's video, like she sent me a screenshot of that, and she says her video only has 300,000 views. Some of the other titles are really dramatic. Then Sunday at 10:53 a.m., which was 6 days ago, she says, you're worrying me, are you okay? Because I didn't answer her at 10:53 a.m. Maybe she thought I was going to be exposing her or the situation, or I was mad at her. So I think that's why at this point in time she was thinking like, oh, maybe Mango's going to expose me. Let me do some damage control and maybe talk to him and maybe like prevent that type of thing, I was thinking maybe. So then she starts sending me some voice memos. So let me play those for you guys so you guys can hear.
Thank God, you really had me worried. I was like starting to feel kind of nauseous because I was like really actually worried about you. I totally understand where you're coming from, and I think that it's really important that I make time to hang out with you. So I will change my plans around. Let me know when you want to do something, maybe like Wednesday or Thursday. Even if we just get together for like tea or coffee, we can hang out, we can vent to each other, because I know you're going through a lot. I also hadn't like looked online. I briefly just looked very quickly to like to promote my vlog, but yeah. Just stay offline. That's the best thing to do. And I'm glad you're okay. Thank you for texting me back. I feel like I can eat now.
Okay, here's the next voicemail.
Yes, I've been going through the same things, but like I said, I think it's important that we hang out right now, especially during this time we're both going through it. Me unpacking boxes can wait a few more weeks if it needs to. But yeah, everything's going to be okay, and you know, life will go on. That's, you know, it's not a big deal, and everything happens for a reason. I truly believe that, and I think that if for some reason your channel that you built doesn't get views anymore for some reason, there's a reason for that, and maybe it's you know, the universe is telling you maybe you should take your channel in a new direction or start a new channel, or I don't know. You know, I'm not like a YouTube expert or anything, but like I said, I really truly believe everything happens for a reason. So yeah. Anyways, let me know what day you want to get together, and I'll give you a hug and tell you everything's going to be okay, because it is.
So at this point, it's like Shannon's saying like, oh yeah, like if you have to like maybe make a new channel or something, but she doesn't have to suffer the same consequences as I do because of her actions. So yeah, she may be able to go on, make her family videos or her regular channel, make hundreds of dollars a day or whatever, and she's a little bit impacted by losing 1,000 subscribers, but when you have over 1,100,000, it's not that much. If I lose that many, that's all my active viewers, you know what I mean? And she doesn't have to suffer the consequence. So this is just, again, trying to take accountability, or wanting Channon to take accountability for what she did in this situation as well. Because I can be honest and say I played along, I called her names, I went along when Channon told me to call her mental, a psycho, to play along for views, and then I feel like she used that in order to twist it, to make me a bad guy and ruin my name to look like a good guy, and that's basically what's happening. So again, I started going back and forth and kind of telling her about how upset I was about everything going on and how the hate triggered my depression. I don't want it to affect me so personally. Something just triggered me during all this, but I'm going to try to shake it off fast. And I told her about how I was going to do my Reiki session. I told her I want to start working on my book and get my other channel off the ground, the one that has 2,000 subscribers. And she said her sister's coming to decorate tomorrow. It's the only day she can do it. Is it okay if we reschedule? Can we go out on Wednesday? I said, yes, Wednesday works for me. I'm not busy this week. And I said, even later today, I can see if you wanted to go for a vegan dinner. I can drive down and see you, or Wednesday, whatever you want to do. I'm totally flexible. And I said, I'm just trying to balance myself today, maybe even tomorrow before jumping back to YouTube or like a hustle, you know? And then she goes, okay, sounds good. And that was the last text that I had with Shannon, and she hasn't checked in on me since or anything, or I haven't talked to her. And that was that. So let me zoom out so you don't have to see this close of my face, and then we can wrap up our final thoughts. I actually found a really alarming text from Shannon that I wanted to share with you before we go into my final conclusions. So right before VidCon, Shannon and I were talking about the Carlos Mazza situation with Vox regarding this conservative guy who was calling Carlos all of these derogatory gay slang terms. So as you actually start scrolling down, Shannon, of course, was upset about this sort of situation, as was I, as a gay man. And she said over here, OMG, this guy's asking for a death sentence. Bet you he's scared to leave his house. Then she's saying that's like saying you hate Jews and they're kikes. Now, you may not actually understand what that is, and I actually kind of overlooked that because I didn't know what a kike was. So I actually looked it up here on Wikipedia, and the word kike is an ethnic slur for a Jew. And I was also looking it up, and it is actually a very derogatory and insensitive comment towards Jews. And you might be like, Steven Mango, why you're bringing this up? Well, Shannon likes to deny from her past that, you know, she used to do this racial humiliation websites and videos, and she did ones about Jewish people. And you could see here, one of my subscribers actually sent me this because they wanted me to call her out about it. But I figured, well, just like she said, you know, you make mistakes in the past and you move on and you're able to have a redemption. I 100% believe that. And I know that I don't want the past to always say haunt me, as it shouldn't for her. But isn't it kind of interesting that only maybe a month ago, she used a very insensitive comment towards Jewish individuals, calling them a kike. And I do think that this is something that Shannon isn't being accountable for, and that she might actually still feel this way towards Jewish people. Okay, final thoughts on all this situation. Again, guys, as you saw with almost all of the text, I couldn't show ones with addresses or like maps and that type of thing, but you guys heard the voicemails. You guys can see kind of what Shannon said and what went down. Again, I wanted to present those to you so you guys can see both sides of the picture, because you guys saw kind of like my crazy side on Twitter, Shannon's innocent side mostly, and kind of showing like what happened behind the scenes. So you guys can see kind of like what my involvement was, how I kind of got played by Shannon, what Channon was involved with, and how she played into the picture, and ultimately how this ended off. As you guys see, like at the very end, I didn't read all of them, but I've been having like a really bad struggle with my mental health. I feel like I ruined my channel. This affected my personal relationships, my business relationships. I have agents, managers, other people in the entertainment industry who obviously see my channel and think and see this other big influencer calling me a stalker and dangerous and could be coming for her baby or something. That's going to obviously affect my business relationships in the entertainment industry. YouTube, of course, my own subscribers, Shannon subscribers who never knew about me but only know me as like some sort of stalker now. I had to do this to protect my name and my reputation, and not so much for that, but also because of my activism work. I didn't think this whole situation through, and I thought that this would somehow maybe propel me to get more views. Like I was just like, I'm stagnant, all these other channels are blowing up. This wasn't the way to do it. I now see I had a short amount of time at VidCon to make a quick decision if I wanted to pursue this drama with Shannon. I made a bad decision to do it, and I did play a big part in it. I, again, don't want to make it seem like I'm just blaming Shannon, but I do feel like I was kind of manipulated to look a certain way, and those weren't always run by me, that I was going to be told I was going to be a hacker and all these different things. I wouldn't have obviously agreed to that. So I really had to clear up my name. If Shannon wants to be honest about it one day, she could be. As you guys have seen in the text and stuff, she wants us to completely never be mentioned again, and she's afraid of her brand deals and stuff. I was trying to protect her, but for my own sense of self and my mental health and everything that I've gone through in the last couple weeks or 2-3 weeks, I couldn't let this continue to be painted out in the way that it has been. And I wanted to come clean to my audience, my subscribers, admit my mistakes, and try to be a bigger person that shows you guys that, you know, sometimes, you know, if you do fall and you do get put in a difficult place, you can always come forward and be honest and not just let something get out of hand like it did. It completely blew up way too fast in terms of being like, oh, we're gonna like do this like PETA collab. She was gonna give me the emails, and then we're gonna maybe have a little back and forth, and it was gonna be like an innocent little drama because I exposed her, and then it somehow blew up into this big thing. I don't like how Shannon on her side painted or use stalking as a situation to get views, attention, money, subscribers, whatever that was going to be for, or, you know, what she had kind of accused me of. I took responsibility for calling her mental, even though that was her idea, and to, you know, come very hard, call her a bitch, and, you know, say that she ghosted me. But it's like, I'm not going to let people on these big channels who see this drama and watch, like, say T-Spill, like, people watch her channel and she has millions of subscribers, and people will be like, oh, Mango T, I can't collaborate with him because he's going to blow up or expose me. Like, I had to come forward to protect my name and image, because this is my job, this is YouTube, and I also owe it to you guys who I love and who I know support me, that I let you down. I'm so sorry. If you don't trust me, I understand. If you do subscribe or want to resubscribe, I would love if you give me another chance at this situation. Now that you see the full picture, maybe you'll, you know, be able to give me another chance. I would love that. If not, I understand. Maybe I'll see you again in the future. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I promise, I hope this is the last I'll ever have to talk of this, and we can go on to spilling the tea like usual. If you guys want to watch my Mangotology channel, check it out there, or stevenmangotv. If you go to that link, I'll leave it down below too. I'm going to start trying to do story times, vlogs, videos, and try to get out of this drama. I hope if Shannon's watching this, she doesn't hate me forever. I know that maybe she will, and maybe she might not understand in the beginning why I did it, but maybe with some reflection, she'll see that it wasn't like I was trying to expose her or anything, but it was really to honestly show my perspective from this and how hurt I got at the end, and how this affected my mental health, for my sanity, for my own anxiety, depression, post-traumatic stress, everything. I needed to do this for my own heart and my own healing, and for my own karma to come clean, so other people know the truth. And that's what I wanted to do here today. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I love all of you who've stuck by me, defended me, try to help me in this situation, and I'm sorry to let you guys down. I honestly, again, apologize. I've said it 100 times, but I'm sorry from the bottom of my heart for lying about the situation. I hope you guys one day forgive me. And life goes on, and I'm going to keep trying my best and making new decisions and better decisions for me, myself, and my channel. And I learned a big lesson through this, and you know, it was in the public limelight, and I had to figure this out and kind of do it on my own. So thank you, guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Have a good weekend, guys.